Hi boys and girls, welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at using partial products to multiply. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and start with 5 times 13. So we know that we can count by fives easily to get to this, but just in case we didn't, I wanted to show you guys how we could solve this problem. Okay, so first thing, we need to review from yesterday. Yesterday we talked about estimating by rounding. So we could round 13 to the nearest 10 and then multiply by 5. So when we do that, we end up with 5 times 10 because 13 rounded to the nearest 10 is 10. And we know 5 times 10 is 50. So this right here is our estimate, okay? So let's go ahead and now look at partial products with 5 times 13. So we know that 13 is the same as 10 plus 3, right? So when we use partial products to solve our multiplication problem, we're going to use distributive property and we're going to multiply each one of these by 5. So we're going to say 10 times 5 and then 3 times 5 and then we'll add them together. Okay, so we will say 10 times 5 and we know that equals 50, and then we can do 3 times 5 and we know that equals 15. Now this is not where we stop. These are just your partial products. So now what we have to do is we have to add together the partial products to get our final answer. So we would say 50 plus 15, and this will give us our final answer. So let's add this together. We know that 0 plus 5 is 5, and we know 5 plus 1 is 6. So the final product for 5 times 13 is 65. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do one that's a little bit larger. Let's do 126 times 2. Okay, so again, we could estimate to kind of get an idea of where we're going. So we want to round 126 to the nearest 100, which would be 100, times 2, and we know that would be 200. Okay, but now let's use partial products to solve this problem. So we know that 126 is the same thing as 100 plus 20 plus 6. We just wrote this number in expanded form, okay? So now what we can do is we can take each one of these and multiply them by 2, all right? So let's do that right here. We can say 100 times 2, and that is 200. We could do 20 times 2, and the basic fact here is 2 times 2, which is 4, and that'll be 40. Okay, so we have our 1 0. Okay, and then we can do 6 times 2, which we know is 12. So all three of these right here, I'll change the color. That didn't work. So 200, 40, and 12 are all partial products. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to add together the partial products. So we'll say 200 plus 40 plus 12. Okay, trying to get it lined up is hard to do when you guys are not here to see it or when you're not in the classroom to see. All right, so we are going to add together these three partial products to get our final product. Okay, we have 0 plus 0 plus 2, which is 2. Then we have 0 plus 4 plus 1, which is 5. And 2 plus nothing is 2. So our final product will be 252. Let's do another one. Let's do 4. Let's do 4 times 875. So let's solve this one. So first things first, we could estimate by rounding. We would say 4 times, and we know 875 rounded to the nearest hundred is 900. To find our basic fact, we'll do 4 times 9, which is 36. And then we will add our 2 zeros to represent 36 hundredths. Okay, add my comma. So this is just our estimate. All right, now we can actually use partial products to solve 4 times 875. We're going to break apart 875. We know that 875 really equals 800 plus 70 plus 5. Okay, so we are now going to use the numbers that we wrote in expanded form based on the place value. We're going to multiply each one by 4 to get the partial products. Okay, so let's change the color so we can see. So now we're going to do 800 times 4. We can find our basic fact. 8 times 4 is 32. And we're looking at 32 hundredths, so we need to add 2 zeros. The next partial product is going to be 70 times 4. So we again find the basic fact. We have 7 times 4, which is 28. And we're looking at 28 tens, so that's 280. And the final partial product is going to be 5 times 4, which we know equals 20. All right, so all of these right here are our partial products. Okay. The next step that we need to do before we can be completely finished is we have to add together our partial products. So let's do that. And we can again change the color just so it's a little bit easier for us to see. So we're going to do 3,200 plus 280 plus 20. All right. So we can go ahead and do that. So we have 0 plus 0 plus 0. 0 plus 8 plus 2 is 10. So we're going to have to regroup. So remember, we write our 0 and we carry our 1 over to the hundreds place, okay? Because this is saying that we have 10 tens. So we're going to make it 1 100, okay? So we have 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then 3 plus nothing is 3. So our final product is 3,500. So was our estimate reasonable? Yeah, for sure it was. All right, let's do one more and then we will move on and do some practice in our textbooks. So why don't we try like a really big number? Why don't we do 5 times 1,235. You think we can do this one? I think so. All right, so first things first, we can go ahead and estimate. We could round 1,235 to the nearest thousand, and that will round to 1,000. And we know 5 times 1,000 is 5,000. So remember, this is just our estimate, all right? So let's go ahead and write 1,235 in expanded form. Oh, wrong color. All right, so we will change that. We know 1,235 actually equals 1,000 plus 200 plus 30 plus 5. Okay, I'll bring it down here so we can see better, or we'll put it right here. All right, so now what we need to do is we're going to use partial products to solve the problem. All right, so our partial products, we're going to take each of these numbers right here that we separated out, and we will multiply them by 5. So we'll have 1,000 times 5, which we know equals 5,000. We'll do 200 times 5. The basic fact here is 2 times 5, which is 10. And now we have 10 hundreds, so we need to add 2 more zeros. So that gives us 1,000. We have 30 times 5. The basic fact here is 3 times 5, which is 15. We have 15 tens, so we add 1 zero. And then finally we will do 5 times 5, which we know is 25. All right, so 5,000, 1,000, 150, and 25 are our partial products. So what we're going to do is we're going to add those partial products together. Okay, so we're going to say 5,000 plus 1,000 plus 150 plus 25. Okay, so we will now add all of our partial products together. 0, 0, 0, and 5 is 5. 0 plus 0 plus 5 plus 2 is 7. 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1. And 5 plus 1 is 6. So our final product is 6,175. So our estimate is still reasonable because it is close, all right? So that is all we're going to be doing for today. Be sure you come back tomorrow. We're going to be continuing to use the area model, or we're going to learn about the area model, and then we're going to continue using partial products to multiply. So if you guys have any questions, just email me and let me know, and I'll be happy to help. See you tomorrow.